So we're on court one here, round of the last 16 between Renzo Furlan, the man who knocked out Goran Ivanisevic, and Thomas Enqvist, the number 7 seed.
Enqvist is serve.
Enqvist, the number 7 seed. Simon Reed alongside Fru McMillan to take you through this one. Enqvist, the winner of 5 titles last year: Auckland, Philadelphia, Pinehurst, Indianapolis, and then in Stockholm, his home city.
Just checking the wind, really, not the voices, not the sounds.
Yes, not timing it perfectly.
15-14.
And Furlan has break points in the opening game. Enqvist usually starts pretty well. Very concentrated individual, but Furlan has done himself a power of good there. We've already seen Philippoussis come off his high and not being able to confirm that a couple of days later, and it'll be interesting to see how Furlan reacts here to his win over Ivanisevic.
Yes, he's the sort of player who can string successes together. We saw him last year in Cincinnati have a few very good wins, ending up with a very close one against Ferreira, which took him into the semis. So he's not a man who's short of staying power when it comes to winning match after match. But I think interesting, particularly Enqvist, and I thought actually you were perhaps referring to Enqvist because of course he was so hot towards the end of last year, and yet has failed to deliver at the beginning of this year, almost as if he's resting on his laurels. Now those laurels just beginning to prick him a bit.
Yes, I must say he totally surprised me. I saw him as a top 20 player, but I didn't necessarily see him as a top 10 player, but he's well in there now, ranked 7 in the world, and all the prospects, if he has a good start to the year, of going even higher. I wonder a little bit sometimes about Enqvist's temperament. It's early days yet, he's still only 21 years old. In Stockholm, in his home city, it meant so much to him, and he started very slowly and very nervy. By the end, he was terrific.
Wasn't he? Yes.
Remembering the match against Ivanisevic, Furlan was, by the end, almost in a zone, error-free. He just couldn't make a mistake.
15-30.
Yes, assuming Enqvist plays as Enqvist played late last year, Enqvist and Ivanisevic are such very different characters, very different players.
Bit of a nervy beginning from both players.
Yes, I think they're both trying to read the wind. It's gusting just a little bit, and I think Furlan from this end is more against it.
40-30.
I thought it was all right. He didn't.
We're using the machine.
I doubt how all the Italians saw it.
This promises to be a very noisy affair. Well, that was an unbelievable call at the baseline. And no wonder he looks across in amazement. He carried on, though, and once he's carried on, there's no use.
Yes, I think what you've got to be wary of on that far baseline is that so often the shots look as if they're travelling out, but the wind just catches them and brings them in.
It's not going his way at all at the moment. Got to settle down.
That's where he can use the wind to real advantage, because Enqvist likes to take a pretty early ball. He's very much like Agassi in that respect.
It's a back-breaking serve, isn't it?
Yes, it is. He does twist it. Some people have compared him to Edberg. He's not quite as vicious there, but then it's early days in his career. It certainly had its toll on Edberg over the years.
40-15.
But he does get snap on it. Enqvist gets his side of the board moving. But he's going to have to play catch-up in this set. The break in the opening game from Furlan gives him a 2-1 lead. He'll be back with us in a moment. Out here on the breezy court one. Great day for watching. Perhaps the breeze an irritant for the players, but ideal viewing conditions. And Renzo Furlan of Italy leads Thomas Enqvist of Sweden 2-1 with a break. Enqvist is his best.
Yes, Enqvist is one of the best finishers of a ground stroke rally in the business. Because, as I said, he's really strong from both backhand and forehand.
Last set.
Looks like he's getting into some kind of rhythm now.
Ooh. He's got really a first-rate backhand, this chap. Takes it back nice and soon. A lot of good right shoulder in it.
Yep. And the forehand now, all of a sudden working really well. And here are two break-back points almost immediately for Enqvist.
Yes, he got a warning there from the umpire. Obviously said something which didn't impress the umpire.
The first two games were ordinary. The last two haven't been.
30-40.
Yes, he's feeling a bit sheepish after that warning, I think. But the two backhands down the line ought to give him a bit of heart. That's better use of the wind there.
So a third break point. There's the biter bit there.
Terrific serve, the best serve we've seen so far. I think what really separates these two players generally is the fact that Enqvist is a far better server.
Advantage for London.
Yes, well, that will be disappointing.